There's fake news and there's real news. Here's the real news with White Jesus.
Welcome to the Real News with White Jesus. Our top story: Amazon CBD Nation explores how marijuana can save your child's life. I agree, I agree, brother. I mean, how many life-threatening situations can a 6-year-old get into baked out of his mind watching Paw Patrol?
That sounds fun. I miss smoking pot.
Dude, I heard, I know about that. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's been weeks, yep.
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
I'm still allowed to do it. Good.
Well, kids are doing it now.
It's awesome.
Marijuana. It doesn't even say CBD. It's marijuana can save your child's life. I agree. I'll have to watch this show. Hey,
it is very good for a lot of children.
Yeah, dude. I always want to get kids stoned, man.
Kids are always watching cartoons. They're always eating snacks. Give them some pot.
Dude, nobody's done it habitually. What if you start a kid early on pot and see what kind of person he becomes, man? Be a fucking scientist or something. We've got more news. We can't waste all our time on kids and weed. Our next story is Cardi B claps back at critics of hit song WAP, saying it's for adults. Dude, have you heard of this song, people? Man? Not white-ass people, man. This is gross. The adult world cringed over the dirty, dirty song while kids everywhere are singing about their wet-ass pussies. That's what it means, man.
Is she catching flack for that? Dude,
Bro.
I mean, come on. You were trying to censor artist-free speech now? A rapper can't make a song about wet pussies?
Dude, but she's a teenage. Her demographic of fans are teenagers.
That doesn't matter. All right, next show.
All right, man. Wet-ass pussies. Our next story. Halloween isn't canceled. South Florida gets a super creepy drive-through horror house. That's good for South Florida, man. So if you want to catch a good scare this year, go to the terrifying Arby's drive-through in Hialeah.
Who writes these?
Dude, have you ever gone to this drive-through? First it starts off, you have to talk to this speaker, and the person speaks back to you in Spanish. And they don't have anybody who speaks English. That's okay. You can order by number. But then when you go up, the window pops out. And boom! It's scary, this Arby's.
If you like that, check out the McDonald's off Federal, right next to the Greyhound station. Holy shit.
My good Lord.
Yeah, all right. Next one.
They got ghosts that... it's going to be a fun Halloween, man. I can't go as Chewbacca this year. They've canceled Chewbacca.
Dude, no way.
Our next story. As Tucker Carlson justifies violence, Fox News is paying him $10 million a year. Tucker Carlson stated that his base salary is $10 million a year. He just gets a $5 million bonus every time he justifies violence. That dude is making money then.
He's a handsome man.
I'm a fan of Tucker Carlson. I like him.
I've seen him dominate some debates, and I've seen him be a complete jackass.
Oh, dude. He's a complete jackass, and I can make fun of him all day, but I still watch the show. Love it, man. Our next story in sports. The Washington football team.
Woo.
It's just not the same without Black Jesus, man.
I know, dude. I mean, what am I going to do?
You remember?
Dude, I can't believe that's true.
Hey, man, you remember, every real news story about the Washington football team? Every time I say the Washington football team, he cracks up, and it's so much fun. It's a little bit different. You're here in spirit, buddy.
Dude, by episode 3, I Googled the Washington football team because I started to think, is this really real? I thought you were joking.
The Washington football tean. No. Because they can't be the Redskins anymore. Anyway, well, I don't know, bro. Man.
First, we take away their land, and then we take away their football team.
It's fucked up. Hey, can you do me a favor, bro? Could you pretend to be Black Jesus while I read this? Here it goes. Next, in sports, the Washington football team. Hey, are you cracking up? Are you cracking up, man? The Washington football team practiced this past Friday. Coach Ron Rivera sees players getting little things right. Coach Rivera said, we're a football team. We're the Washington football team. And you would think that the one thing these guys could get right, it's playing football. They're
a football team, man. They live in Washington.
They aren't about anything else but besides being from Washington and being a football team, man. Our next news story, the FDA says, don't drink hand sanitizer by accident. The FDA also stated, don't drink it on purpose either. That's retarded. Dude, the FDA said retarded. It
smells really good.
It does smell good, man. But and it's got alcohol in it, man. If you're a boozer, if you're one of them booze hounds.
I am an alcoholic, and
yeah, we're both alcoholics. I talked about it on the last show.
Oh, you did?
I'm an alcoholic. That's why I don't drink. Some alcoholics are alcoholics because they do drink.
But anyway. Sometimes I'm washing my hands and I smell that tequila on my hands. And I remember.
Remember that time you were throwing up that one night?
Every night, dude.
I can't believe the FDA said retarded. Our next news story. A Utah woman goes to prison for buying bacteria to infect roommate already in poor health. Jamie Lynn Ridd, 51. Jamie Lynn sounds like a real Utah woman name.
Right.
Jamie Lynn Ridd, 51, says, I had to do something. She kept eating my blueberries.
Justified, bro.
Justified.
Did you say she bought bacteria?
Yeah, she was trying to poison her roommate and kill her. But
I wish they would say what with what.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. She probably didn't want to handle something like COVID, but she was trying to kill her roommate. But you know what? You just don't eat somebody's goddamn blueberries.
It's a red flag for both of those people. Yeah.
Get into a roommate. WHO team investigating. WHO team? What is this? A new superhero? Oh, I get it. The World Health Organization. The World Health Organization team investigating the origin of coronavirus fails to visit Wuhan. The team stated, we wanted to investigate COVID-19, not contract it. We have investigations to conduct.
Makes sense.
It makes sense, man. If they get all sick with COVID-19, how are they supposed to finish up their reports for the news?
Exactly.
It's okay. CNN will just say it's all Trump's fault anyway. It came from Donald Trump.
And they say contract instead of catch it. Like, they're smart people. Let them do their thing.
Let them do their thing, man. Our next story. NYU student group demands black-only student housing on campus. Oh, man, I kind of wish Black Jesus was around. Just
yeah, dude.
So
they want what? They want.
We're gonna still read the story here. The NYU student group demands black-only student housing on campus. So they want a building that's only black people, and there's no white people allowed.
Okay, that sounds racist.
The themed exploration floor for black students is being pushed by the group called Black Violets NYU. That's violets, violet as in the flower. It sounds too close to violence.
It does, huh?
It's not black violence, it's Black Violets NYU. And the students said, we are tired of all this diversity. We demand the return of segregation.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't think we should go backwards, man. Why do we want to go backwards?
So
it's like
we
you want to show up to college in the future, and it's like, all right, the Chinese building is right over there.
I don't think there's a problem with groups of people living together. I think there is a problem if you have a college campus where it's a group of people living together, and if you're of another race, they say you can't be in this group. That seems like, yeah, totally seems like a
Ooh,
backstep.
that's like some Brett Weinstein evergreen type of thing.
Yeah, but I can't say anything for sure, man.
All of
I'm
us
not.
smart people are familiar with that story.
I'm just. I'm a white guy, so.
Uh, we'll have to ask Black Jesus about this.
Why Jesus
Yeah,
is getting
man.
emotional.
Our next story, Snoop Dogg launches wine label saying you are what you drink. So remember, folks, don't be hand sanitizer. My brother wrote that joke.
No wonder it sucks so bad.
Hey, man, what it was is a callback. It was a callback
Oh,
from the FDA story, which is actually brilliant comedy writing. And we pull it back here, man. If it's a callback, that's what it is, man. Because I said it earlier, and if you weren't listening earlier, you should put down the bong and pay better attention. You stoner,
I heard you.
big stoner.
I wrote the jokes. I'm pretending that I didn't. For
You didn't
obvious
write
reasons.
all of them, man. Hold on,
No.
I was taking a hit of something. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Hey, bro, you still there, man?
Yeah, dude.
Are we still doing a podcast?
Yeah, are there more jokes? And that was it.
Did I say Snoop Dogg?
Yep.
Ooh, and finally, hand-sized biting spiders are coming to your home looking for sex. Wow. Just when you thought 2020 was going to be all bad news, at least I'm going to get some sex this year.
Nice.
Dude,
Is that true?
I'll have
Hold
to
on,
ask.
they're gonna try to have sex with people?
I don't know. The headline just said, and I'll have to check with my writer who submitted the joke. But hand size, the size of your hand, biting spiders are coming your house looking for sex.
Dear Lord.
Who are these spiders gonna try to fuck, man? Are they gonna be looking to breed and make more spiders? Do they want to fuck your dog? It's very vague, but at least there'll be some horny spiders around, and maybe I can get some sex this year from a six-legged creature. Spider sex.
Good luck, man. Have you had some sex this year? Or is that something you talked about on the podcast?
That's Loveline you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Sounds like enough. It's okay, man. Hang in there, you know?
Yeah.
Dry spells can last years.
Believe me, I'm hanging in there. Dry spells. Yeah, dude. The last time, I don't know, there was like a black president. But, you know,
maybe I shouldn't have asked you about the last time you had sex. And put you on the spot like that when you're so high and on a public forum.
I know, but the problem is I have a really good joke for it. I just can't think about it. You know, but believe me, bro, like dating is no problem with me during the coronavirus age. My dates have always insisted on keeping a 6-foot distance from me. Nothing's changed. Plus, I always wore a mask.
Oh, word.
But, hey, white Jesus isn't a sexual being. I'm just a peaceful, loving being. And this has been the real news with white Jesus.